I can still remember the look on the student's face as I explained to her that although she had written more words than her friend, it didn't mean that her essay was better than her friend's. She had written 350 words and her friend had written 260. She mistakenly thought that writing more meant that you got a higher mark, and therefore she had focused on writing as much as she could rather than focusing on the quality of her grammar and punctuation. And this inevitably meant her band score in that essay was much lower than her friends. So that is how myths can be dangerous. And I want to share with you some more dangerous myths that might be stopping you from doing well in the Ielts test. So yes, I have heard students say all of these things, so pay close attention and make sure you don't make any of these mistakes either. Okay, so the first myth is that you need to use British spellings. This is simply not the case. Although British teachers might encourage you to use British spellings, it's not going to damage your band score at all if you use the American version of the words. So spelling colour, C-O-L-O-R, is absolutely fine. You don't have to spell it the British way, C-O-L-O-U-R. Okay, myth number 2. Your ideas must be interesting. Again, this is simply not true. The examiner is looking at the quality of your English, not the quality of your ideas. So you don't have to impress them with your intellectual thoughts or try to make them laugh. You just have to choose a simple idea and develop that well with good English. So no, your ideas do not have to be interesting. Myth number 3, you have to use real examples and facts and figures. Absolutely not. In fact, it's a really good tip to actually make up your examples and make up your facts and figures. Yes, you want to make them sound realistic, but the examiner is not going to be going and checking your examples or your facts and figures. They're only interested in if you've explained them well. So using facts and figures and examples is a really good way to develop your paragraphs. So I would recommend, in fact, that you do make up your examples and facts and figures to develop your paragraphs. Myth number 4 is that you need to write using lots of long words. Again, this is not true. You need to write using words in the way that they're meant to be used. So we call this collocation, when words naturally fit together. So it's natural to say public transport or greenhouse gases or CO2 emissions. All those words fit together naturally. They're not necessarily long words, but it's the way we use them. And that is what you need to focus on in your writing as well. You don't just need to go and use a lot of high-level academic words. It won't sound natural and it could even lower your band score. Okay, myth number 5. You need to use as many tenses as possible. Again, this is simply not the case. You're not going to score highly if you write using 12 different tenses in your essay. Imagine if you did that, your essay would sound very strange indeed. So it's simply not what you need to do. Many IELTS essays involve giving your opinion, and generally that's done in present simple. So that's the tense you need to use. You need to choose the tense which is relevant to what you're writing, and that's it. You don't need to go using tenses that do not fit the situation. Okay, myth number 6. If I write more, then I will get a higher score. Absolutely not. You only have to write 250 words. You're not going to score more if you write 350 words. So when you come to the last 5 or 10 minutes of the test, you should spend that time checking your essay for grammar and punctuation to ensure the quality of your essay, rather than writing an extra paragraph to try and impress the examiners more. Always remember, it's quality over quantity. Quality is more important. And finally, and this is one of the biggest and most important myths that needs to be busted, is that if I do more past papers, I will get better. Well, the way to get better at Ielts is, there are 2 ways. The first way is to improve your exam technique, so you know how to do the test more efficiently. And the second way is to improve your general level of English. So simply doing more and more past papers, it's not really going to help you. You may improve your exam technique, but you can only improve your exam technique so much. It's not going to keep getting better and better. Once you know how to do the test, you know how to do the test. So there's no point repeating more and more past papers. What you should then do is improve your general level of English. When you improve your general level of English, so you have a wider range of vocabulary, you're able to use different sentence structures with control and accuracy, then that improved general level of English will enable you to do better in the tests. So there they are 7 myths that I've personally heard students say that have definitely been reducing their band score. So hopefully you're now going to take those ideas forward and not make any of those errors in your test or in your test preparation. Finally, if you want to write really good essays, then I've created this cool little Ielts essay cheat sheet, and you can go and download it at the link that I've put in the description of this video. It's really cool, it only takes a couple of minutes to download, and I think you'll really enjoy it. Okay, if you've got any questions, please put them in the comment box below. Please share and like the video if you've enjoyed it, and if you think it might be valuable for other people. Okay, goodbye for now.